So today I'm going to show you guys how to use fleece and how to iron it onto your fabric. So I am using some 987F Pellon Fusible Fleece, and I just have a piece of regular cotton fabric. So I'm not using a very big sample because I'm just going to make a quick video to show you guys how to iron them together. So I just have some cotton fabric, and this is a fusible fleece. So the first thing you guys want to make sure you do is to cut the pieces to where they're the same size. So if you see me just put them together, they're the same size. And then when you iron them together and they have any pieces that are overhanging, you can just cut them off to make sure they're the exact same size. So with the fleece, you will notice that there is a really smooth side. When you touch it, it's soft and it's fuzzy. And then there's one side that's got a lot of bumps on it. So the side that's really bumpy, you're going to put that face up. And the side that's really bumpy is going to touch the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to put my fabric face up. So the fabric here, this is clearly the wrong side of it, and then this is the right side. So the fabric you can't really see, but it has a cute little heart design on it. So this is the right side of the fabric, it's up. Okay, so the wrong side of my fabric is touching the bumpy side of my fleece. So I just put them together like this. If I was using a bigger piece of fabric and a bigger piece of fleece, I would pin it. But since this is kind of a small piece that I'm using, I'm just going to hold it together with my hands. Okay, so there are directions on the fleece that you use, but it can sometimes be a little confusing. And people sometimes think that the fleece is not working correctly because you do have to hold the iron on it for quite a while in order to get it to stick to your fabric. So I've got my iron heated up, and you do want to put it on like its highest setting depending on what fabric you're using. So this is just a cotton, so I've set it on my cotton linen setting. So I'm just going to set my iron down right here, right on my fabric and my fleece, and you have to hold it for about 10 seconds. So I count about to 15 actually. So okay, so then you want to lift up, and then you want to place it on the next part of your fabric, and again count till I have a count to about 15. And then again, move it to its next spot. And then I just have one more spot to go. It's right here in this bottom part. So now the very last thing I do is I kind of just iron over it really fast. Or the whole thing, I iron over it to kind of make sure that it's all flat again. So when you iron it, what you do, and the reason you want to make sure that the bumpy side is touching your fabric, because those little bumps have glue, and the iron, when it's heated up, it is going to melt those little bumps of glue, and that is why the fleece is going to stick to your fabric. So now I have this. So now what I can do is I can cut off these little pieces of fleece here so it has the exact same size. So you can use this fleece inner lining for a big bag or any other kind of product that you were working on. So that's how you iron on the fleece.